Good morning, students. 7th standard science physics chemistry part unit 1 measurement. What is measurement? The comparison of unknown quantities with some known quantities. Okay, the comparison of unknown quantities with some known quantities, it is called measurement. Okay, students, here we see introduction. Physical quantity. What is physical quantity? Here we see some examples: weight of fruits, volume of liquids, temperature of body, speed of the vehicle, distance between two objects. Here we see many measurements. Okay, here weight, volume, temperature, speed, distance, these are called physical quantity. Okay, students, then we see magnitude of physical quantity. What is magnitude of physical quantity? What is magnitude? Yes, here we see some example. 2 kg apple, 10 meter distance, 20 liter milk. Here we see 2 is a value and kg is a unit. 10 value, meter unit. 20 value, liter unit. A value and a unit can be used to express, yes, magnitude of physical quantity. Okay, unit, value and unit is used to express magnitude of physical quantity. Okay, students, here we see physical quantity. The physical quantity classified. Physical quantity can be classified into two quantities: fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Okay, students, first we see fundamental quantity, a set of physical quantities which cannot be expressed in terms of any other quantities. A set of physical quantities. Here we see length, mass, time. These are the physical quantity. Okay, this physical quantity which cannot be expressed in terms of any other quantities. Okay, students, this is called fundamental quantities. Okay, students, here we see fundamental quantities and their units. Okay, these are the fundamental quantities. We have 7 fundamental quantities. Okay, the corresponding units are called fundamental unit. Okay, students, here we see the length. Length is the fundamental quantity. Here the length have unit meter, m. Then mass, kilogram, kg, and time unit second, s. Temperature unit Kelvin, K. Electric current, ampere, A. Amount of substance unit mole, mol. Then luminous intensity unit candela, cd. Okay, it is denoted cd. Okay, students, then we see derived quantities. What is derived quantity? The physical quantities which can be obtained by multiplying, dividing or by mathematically combining the fundamental quantities. Okay, students, here for example area, volume, speed, etc. Okay, here physical quantity which can be obtained by multiplying. Okay, here we see length into breadth. Area is equal to length into breadth. Here what happened? Length into breadth multiplying fundamental quantity give the derived quantity. Okay, students, physical quantities which can be obtained by multiplying, dividing or by mathematically combining the fundamental quantities. This is called derived quantities. Okay, students. Okay, students, here we see some derived quantities and their units. Derived quantity, the corresponding units are called derived unit. Okay, the area is equal to length into breadth, meter square. Then volume, area is equal to length into breadth, meter square, and volume is equal to length into breadth into height, meter cube unit. Then speed is equal to distance by time, ms, m, meter per second. An electric charge is equal to electric current into time, its unit coulomb. The density is equal to mass per volume, the units kilogram per meter cube. Here length is the fundamental quantity and breadth is also fundamental quantity. The multiplying fundamental quantity give derived quantity. Here we see distance fundamental quantity. Distance is a also here it is a length. Okay, the distance is a fundamental quantity and time also fundamental quantity. The dividing fundamental quantity, here dividing the fundamental quantities have derived quantities. Okay students. Then we see area. What is area? Area is a measure of how much space is there on a flat surface. Okay, flat surface. Here we see it is the flat surface. Consider it is a flat surface. Area is the measure of how much space is there on a flat surface. Okay students, it is area. Then the area is equal to length into breadth. The area is equal to length into breadth. Then unit of area is equal to meter square. Just read it, square meter. Okay students. Then we see area of regularly shaped objects. Using the relevant formula, the area of regularly shaped objects can be calculated. Okay, using formula, the area of regularly shaped objects can be calculated. Students, here we see the area of some regularly shaped objects. First one, square. The area of the square is equal to side into side, a into a is equal to a square. Okay, then the area of the rectangle, we have the area, yes, length into breadth, L into B is equal to LB. Okay, then the area of the circle, the area of the circle, pi into radius square, pi r square is equal to pi r square. Then area of triangle is equal to 1 by 2 base into height half b height. This is the formula. These are the formula is used to calculate the area. Okay students. Then we calculate the area of irregularly shaped objects. Okay, what is irregularly shaped object? Yes, in our daily life we see many irregularly shaped objects like leaves, maps, stickers of stars, flowers, peacock feather, etc. Okay, the area of these irregularly shaped objects cannot be calculated using any formula. So how can we find that area of this irregularly shaped object? Yes, we find the area of irregularly shaped objects, yes, using graph sheet. Using a graph sheet. Calculate area of irregularly shaped objects. Okay students. Okay. Students, what is this? This is a leaf. Okay. Leaf is a irregularly shaped object. Okay. Here we calculate the area of this leaf. Okay students. Okay. First we take a leaf and place it on a graph sheet. Okay, then you draw the outline of leaf. Okay, then remove the leaf. You can see the outline of leaf. Okay students, this is the outline of leaf. Okay students, then we find the area of irregularly shaped leaf. Okay, leaf. Okay students, first we calculate, count the number of whole squares. Here we count the number of whole squares. Okay students, here we see this is the whole number of whole square. It is take as m. Okay, number of whole square. Then count these whole square. Here we see count 39. Okay, here I count that squares 39. Okay, finally 39 whole squares we have. Okay, so we give that reading, number of whole square m. Calculate 39. Okay, then Then we count the number of squares that are more than half. It is denote n. Okay. Then number of squares which are half the whole square. Half the whole square, it's denote p is equal to what? Okay. Then the number of squares that are, let us, less than, okay, sorry, less than half. Number of squares that are less than the half. Q, it is denote q. Q is what? Okay. Students, here we count first the number of whole squares m. It is 39. Okay. Then we count number of squares that are more than half, n. Here we see count n. Okay. Here n is 8. 8 box have more than half. Then number of squares which are half of whole square. It is denote p. Okay, students. It is denote p. Here we see 2p. Okay. Here we see 2p. 1. And then here 1. 2. Okay. So, we 2. Then the number of squares p is 2. Then number of squares that are less than half q. Count the q here and I have value 16. Okay, students, finally we have m is equal to 39, n is equal to 8, p is equal to 2, q is equal to 16. So, these values are substitute this formula. Okay, area of leaf is equal to m plus 3 by 4 n plus 1 by 2 p plus 1 by 4 q. Okay, students. Then here we substitute some value. M value 39. M value 39 plus 3 by 4 into n value. Substitute n value 8. Okay. Plus 1 by 2 into p value 2. Okay. Then plus 1 by 4 into q value 16. Okay. Q value 16. Cut that, 2 cut. Here 1 4, 4 4s are 16. Then here 1 4, 2 4s are 8. Students, finally we calculate 39 plus 3 into 6, 6. 3 into 2, 6. Plus 1 plus 1 into 4, 4. Finally we calculate 50 centimeter square. Okay, students, we calculate the area of irregularly shaped object leaf have the value 50 centimeter square. Okay, students. Thank you.